Good morning and welcome to our very first episode of Coffee and Conversations, where we talk about the things that matter most to our community and a few of the things that probably don't, but we're going to talk about them anyway. This is something that we wanted to do for quite a while, and it's another way for us to share information with all of you, but you're getting it directly from the horse's mouths. I'm Sarah Diel Kinkade, the director of the Jasper County Chamber of Commerce, and I have with me Jason Warfel, the chairman of the Jasper County Board, and Josh Kuhl, the mayor of the city of Newton. Our goal is to share city and county updates, answer some questions from the community, and highlight some of the good things happening around the county and the town. So we're going to start with the county board chairman, Jason Warfel, sharing some updates from the county. Go ahead, Jason.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks to the chamber for putting this on, and thanks to the mayor for joining in. From the county standpoint, 2025 marks the 194th year since the founding of both the county of Jasper and the city of Newton. This year, we've undertaken quite a few infrastructure projects. The Jasper County Health Department on the south side of town is undergoing, they've recently kind of completed their exterior renovation, and now they start on their interior renovation of that building. Here at the county building, on the south entrance of the county building, you'll notice a new ADA accessible ramp and stairs being put in. That'll be opening within the next couple of weeks. At the last county board meeting, we passed the preliminary floor plan for the Jasper County Courthouse. We hope to have a 3D rendering of this available to the public very soon. We've also recently purchased a building kind of on the south side of Newton that'll be used for courthouse storage during the courthouse project, but then also eventually the new home of the Jasper County Emergency Management Agency, probably in a couple of years. So those are the big infrastructure projects. A couple other things to note: Jasper County Sheriff Brandon Francis recently opened a new account so we can start setting aside some money for a K-9 unit for the Sheriff's Department. And then we just completed the 2025 consolidated election. I want to thank everyone that got out and vote. There was only about 19% of registered voters in Jasper County turned out for that. Compare that with about 80% that turned out for the general election. So remember that all elections matter, and sometimes they get really close. So every vote does matter. So my one message to folks: we've got a lot of people that took advantage. Back in 2024, the state of Illinois allowed permanent vote by mail. We have a lot of people that took advantage of that, but a lot of those mailed ballots never got returned. So if you take advantage of that, please at least take the time and effort to fill out that ballot and get it turned back in. But thanks to everyone that voted. Congratulations to all the winners and everyone that participated.
And speaking of close elections, we have the newly re-elected mayor of the city of Newton, Josh Kuhl. Josh is going to share some updates from the city of Newton.
Well, I'm like Jason. Thank you, Sarah, and the chamber for putting this on. Thank you to Jason Warfel for also inviting me and allowing me to be a part of this. And look forward to doing this on a monthly basis, not only for the city of Newton, but also the county of Jasper, to keep you guys updated and to understand essentially what we've got going on, what could be coming down the pipe, and so forth. So with us from a city standpoint, we just passed our 25-26 fiscal budget, which will take effect May 1st. So we really look forward to that. I want to thank all ladies in our office, especially our treasurer, Melissa Brooks, and her team, and then our department heads for all the work that goes into building that budget. It's not something that gets started on, just a few short days previous to get it passing. It's something that started, right after the first of the year, and they work diligently to get that done so we can get it passed here in the month of April. So be ready to go May 1. As we talk about that budget, some things that will come on this year: obviously sidewalk replacement again. That's been a major focus of the city of Newton here over the last couple of years. We're also going to do some sewer and storm sewer relinings. So we have Mr. Brent Benefield, who is our department head within our wastewater facility, found the company based out of St. Louis that can come in and reline a lot of our mains, so we don't have to turn around and dig everything up, and that causes a lot of infrastructure changes and those type of things. So it works out well for us, works out well for our wastewater and our storm sewer to be able to keep those up to date and moving forward. So you also seen we just got done with a city hall kind of a remodel on the outside. The metal on the backside of the building was completely rotted. We were having some water damage, so obviously the council stepped up. We were able to get that put together and get it completed. It looks very nice. I want to thank the council for getting that approved. So we could keep that building going for years to come. So unfortunately, well, the one thing I do want to touch about is a few weeks ago, our area's seen a large amount of rain in a short period of time. When we do see those, we also realize that there's bigger problems and things that we know that we have to change. So one big update from us at the city is that we know where those areas are. We want everybody to know within the city of Newton that those issues will be addressed here in the very short term, especially as you go into the south side of town where we had some major drainage problems due to that large amount of water. But we do have our city engineer and his firm, as well as the street department and the other department heads working very diligently to get those issues taken care of for the near future, other heavy rate events, I guess I should say. So outside of that, Peterson Park, you guys have seen hopefully on our Facebook page or the City Hall website that we did start to site prep for the new pickleball courts. The city was awarded the phase 2 of the Energy Transition Community Grant. Council voted to use that money towards a new pickleball facility out there at Peterson Park, which will be just to the west of the current tennis courts. So the trees are down. We'll do some site prep. Looks to me from talking with John Stone and with Stone and Wagner that we'll start to do the bid letting in May, have to open those up in June, and then hopefully within that same month, things will get started. So we still look to see a completion of that project here by the end of summer of 25.
So thank you, Josh. Excited about the pickleball courts. I think the community is excited. Everybody loves pickleball. It's the new thing.
It's crazy how quickly that blew up.
Yeah. We want to give you a chance to submit questions and concerns to be addressed in our next episode, because we are going to try to do this every month. So if you want to do that, you can submit them by emailing them to mayorandchair@gmail.com. That's mayorandchair, @gmail.com. And when you email those in, please include your name, if you will. No, nothing made up, no anonymous, and who you want your question directed to, the chairman of the board, mayor, or both of them. And I don't think any subject is off limits. Do you want to know what Josh and Jason think will be in for summer of 2025? Send that in an email. I, for one, would like to know, because I know they predicted vests and sport coats for the winter. So I'd be interested to hear what they are saying that we're going to be wearing in the summer months. And so hopefully the next time we do this, we'll have some questions come in from the public. But until then, I've got a few that I think that the community would like to hear some updates on and get some information on. One thing that, it's not a positive thing, but it's important to our community that I know that maybe Jason can talk to us about is, do we have any updates about the power plant?
Well, as you're probably aware, coming out of the White House a couple of weeks ago, President Trump signed some executive orders that dealt with coal-fired power plants. I did reach out to Vistra. Vistra is the parent company that owns the Newton Power Station. And the reply I got back was that those executive orders that were issued from Trump administration had no bearing on their plans to shut down the power plant still in 2027, at least the coal fire portion of the power plant. So a little bit of background on the power plant. The power plant, Unit 1 came online in 1977. So for the three of us, I don't know that we recall life before the power plant. And most coal-fired power plants have about a 40 to 50 year life span, and we're right at 48 years. If we hit the 2027 mark, it's going to take us right to 50 years of producing power. And it's been a great asset to this community. Ameren sold the power plant to Dynegy about a decade ago, and Dynegy was absorbed by Vistra. Since 2019, Vistra has closed 6 of the coal-fired power plants that they own in Illinois. There's only 3 of them left. There's the Newton Power Station, Kinkade, and Baldwin's scheduled to go offline yet this year, and Kinkade and Newton will be the only 2 left. And so we're fortunate that we're one of the last remaining ones, and we've still been able to have a great partnership with Vistra. And we, even though the coal portion of that power plant might be going offline, we're excited about, what might come afterwards.
Thank you. I mean,
Jason, may I ask a question with that? Is it so much too as the coal-fired power plant, but also the fly ash pond that sits on that premises as well, right? That has to do with.
Right, and the mayor raises a good point. A big portion of why there's kind of this ramping down of the coal-fired power plants is because of the coal ash. And the EPA, both at the federal and the state level, have identified this as a major concern, and there has to be some kind of contamination put in place by 2028. And so by closing in 2027, that still allows them to somehow contain it. They've got a little over a year to possibly figure out a way to contain that. There was a public meeting that was held about a month ago in March here in the community that gave, I think there was 4 different proposals for ways and contamination of that coal fire or that coal ash. And I think, the solution might be a mix of a couple of those ways. So.
Good to know. It's not sunshine and rainbows, but it's nice that you can share the correct information with us.
Correct. And like I said, Vistra owns a power plant. Neither the county nor the city has any ownership in it. We just relay what they're telling us.
Thank you. Josh, do you have, I think that a big issue or a big subject in our community in the past few weeks has been our grocery store. And I know that you've been very involved in everything surrounding that. And so you want to share with everybody what happened, where we're at now, what's going to be happening.
Absolutely. So hopefully all of you have either seen, heard, or maybe even been by there and understood what's going on. So the Martin families owned the Newton IGA for quite a few years. And speaking with Todd Martin about 45 days ago, it was his decision to close the store based on lack of management and time for him to be able to spend there. Luckily for us, though, with a lot of help from Sarah and the chamber, we were able to pull in a buyer. It's the Peary family. They own a grocery store in Altamont, Illinois. They also own some grocery stores up in the Macomb area as well. They're a great family, will be locally run and locally owned. Very excited to have them come into town. So essentially they took over ownership on April 17th, which would have been last week. Correct? Yeah, that was last Thursday that they were able to sign and get that done. So as you guys have understood though and seen this week, today's the 21st. The store is closed and they plan to be closed up until potentially this coming Sunday. While they bring everything in, get the shelves stocked, get back up into inventory, and then they will share with Sarah or myself a grand opening day, which then we'll be able to push out to the public. But we look for that to be potentially yet this weekend or next week, the following Monday, or possibly Tuesday, beginning of that week. But I will say that as a community, let's bear with them and as they get things set up and going. Being appreciative when those doors do open to have a grocery store locally once again. And I can tell you that it will be a completely different grocery store than what we have seen in the past. I know that pricing has been a major concern for a lot of our residents within this community with our grocery store. And if you have the opportunity, please check out their Facebook page, which is Altamont Foods. Just a couple of just actually one county over, but a couple of towns over. But they do a very good job of showing their sales and their pricing and those type of things. And it will be exactly like the people in Altamont are seeing. The only other thing is meat department will still be there, a full service deli. They will still serve the lunch. Another thing that Sarah and I learned with the Peary family is that they have graciously decided to step in. As you all know, that the fraternal Eagles actually closed earlier, actually late, in the year of 2024. And they did a wonderful job in this community as far as cooking pork burgers, brats, and coupling with local organizations to split that money with. The Kuhl family has graciously stepped up that they're willing to take that on. So the new hangout on Saturdays for burgers and brats for the organizations to team up with will now be at the Newton IGA.
Really exciting. They're really, really wonderful family.
They are.
And they're going to be a great part of our community. And as Josh said, I hope everybody gives them a chance, is welcoming, shows them a little grace in the beginning because it may not go perfect right off the bat, but I think it's going to be a really good thing. They are excited to be here and we are excited to have them. And Josh did so much work with this family and so much work to make this happen and really, really grateful for all that he did. really grateful.
I appreciate that. And I think it could be said a lot for our new owners too, that when someone's serious to buy a grocery store, but then to turn around and purchase a home within our community, you know that they're good people and they're willing to stay.
Yeah. Do either of you have something, some good news or something positive, or you want to highlight a business or an event that's coming up? Jason, do you have anything you want to talk about?
For good news, I would just say, as I mentioned earlier, that we just finished up the 2025 consolidated election. There are so many people that helped put that election on, the poll workers, judges. So if you are one of those, or if you know one of them, thank you so much. The elections are continuous. We have an election every year in the county of Jasper, sometimes twice a year if we're in a general election. And we couldn't do it without the tremendous support of all those hard workers. So thanks to all of them.
Not you, Josh. You have anything you want to talk about?
Good people, City of Newton employees, especially our ladies in the office. So there's not a day that goes by that I can't show enough appreciation for what they do. Maggie, Brenda, and Amy on the clerk side, Melissa, Rachel, and Stacy, who just backfilled for Donna Watkins, who is now hopefully enjoying retirement. But those ladies do a tremendous job, and I want to say thank you for everything that they do to keep the city running. Of course, all of our city employees that run our utilities, they always do an awesome job. Spring is here. The weather's nice. Get out and enjoy it. Enjoy our city parks. Enjoy San Par. Enjoy, I still call it Sips Lake. I don't know if that's the proper term or not. Maybe we should call it Vistra, or maybe we can call it something.
That's the official term?
I think so.
Okay.
But we do have a new restaurant right across the road from the high school, The Nest. If you haven't had an opportunity to try them out, please do so. They've done a wonderful job. Beautiful building. Really appreciative for what that family has done for this community.
That's all good things. I would like to tell everyone that this Sunday at 2 p.m. is it 2 o'clock?
Yeah,
At the
2
St.
o'clock
Marie
at St. Marie.
Legion, Mike Hartrick, Mr. Hartrick, Coach Hartrick, Mike Hartrick of St. Marie is going to be giving a presentation upstairs at the St. Marie Legion on the history of St. Marie and the Bend, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, and that he's worked really hard on that. And if you know him or have had him as a teacher or know him at all, you know this is going to be a good and experience, and you're going to learn something. And you do not have to be from the St. Marie or Bend area to attend. If you are from that area, you may learn something about your family and your history, but you definitely don't have to have roots in the area to attend. So I think that's going to be a really good thing. And he's going to continue to do things like that to educate our community about our history. And we at the chamber have been really lucky to work with him on a few different things. And we have more that we want to do in the future. I want to talk about the Lady Eagle softball team. They are undefeated. 14-0 is what I have as of right now. And the baseball team is on a winning streak. They've won 5 in a row. And the ballpark is busy. There's practices and games happening all the time. And with that, that brings people to town to buy. While they're in town, they're stopping at the gas stations to get Gatorade and gas and sunflower seeds. And then they're going to go and eat pizza after the games. And it's this time of year, it's just really great to see everybody in town. And we really appreciate the out of town people that come into town to play ball games. And we appreciate the time that it's good family time at the Jasper County Boys and Girls Park. Right, Josh?
It is.
Yeah.
Spend a lot of time out there.
Yeah. So if you see a kiddo at the ballpark at the gas station in their ball uniform, ask them about their game or ask them what's going on, and think that people that work the ballpark board, they do a lot of work. It takes a lot to make ball seasons happen. So we thank them for all that they do. And if you are not following the Jasper County Chamber of Commerce on Facebook, please fix that. We put out a lot of information about things that are going on in the community. We highlight a lot of businesses. We share community and business information. And that is where we're going to be sharing, I think, these videos every time, or we'll share more information about them and the upcoming ones. If you need some specific information about the County of Jasper or the City of Newton, you can probably find it on the combined city and county website. It's Jasper County, Illinois, all one word, Jasper County, Illinois, spelled out, .gov. And on that, you can find minutes from past meetings and agendas from upcoming meetings. Anything else that you're gonna find on there? The county board videos, their meetings, are those archived on the,
They are archived on there, and you can find out all kinds of information from the various cities' offices and departments, as well as county offices and departments on there as well. Really trying to make it easier for citizens of Jasper County, and even those that might not be citizens but might need, forms to fill out or information, one-stop shop to do that.
what about, what city information can we get
So
on there?
Jason was spot on. I mean, any of our department information, obviously elected officials, meeting minutes, those type of things, but also you can find building permit applications on there, demolition, intent to roof, all the zoning information is all available within that as well. There's also an economic development tab, so that would take you obviously into the TIF side of things, the South Industrial Park, and then, correct me, what's the wording now for?
Enterprise zone?
Thank you, the enterprise zone as well, that we have joint with Richmond County, which now encompasses all of city of Newton.
Yeah. And if you need some information about the enterprise zone and, or the TIP, these benefits, you can, that's a great place to start. And then maybe after that, go and talk to Maggie at City Hall. Maggie's your go-to gal that'll answer those questions, or give me a call at the chamber, and it's 783-618-783-3399. And I'll try to help you the best I can, or I'll direct you somewhere to somebody that knows the answer. As always, a great way to be involved is to go to meetings. The city council meetings are the first and third Tuesdays of each month, first and third Tuesdays at 6 p.m. City Hall.
May 6th is our next city council meeting at 6 p.m.
And May 20th, I think.
Yeah,
That sounds right.
pretty close.
At 6 p.m. City Hall. And then the county board meetings are the third Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. in the county board room, in the county building, which is the building right beside Rouse Jewelry. Is that anything
That's
else you
correct.
want to say about those?
Yep, May 16th is our next meeting, and if you can't attend in person, we do Zoom ours, and we record them as well.
If they want to get a hold of either of you about an issue, is there a way on the county website? Can they go to the county website and do that?
I think both the mayor and I's contact information, email and cell phone numbers are on there. And we'll be sure to put it in the video description of this as well, if anyone wants to, has a question directly for either one of us.
Absolutely.
All right, you got anything else for us, Josh?
I did forget one thing. The city did receive a letter from the state of Illinois, Department of Transportation, that they will be resurfacing Highway 33 from the Effingham County line all the way into town to West End Avenue, which is right there on the east side of the high school property. No idea when the dates of that will start, but that is going to happen here in the summer of 25. And like I said, I wanted everybody to know, especially people that travel to and from Effingham for work, or that live on the west side of the county, be prepared that the resurfacing of 33 will be happening sometime this summer.
You have anything else for us, Jason?
I don't believe so. The only thing I would touch on is the courthouse project is still moving along, and hopefully, next time we film this next month, we might have something to unveil for you.
All right. Okay. I think that's it for this time. I hope you all have a great day, not just a good day. And until next time, be kind, stay safe, and we'll see you around town. Bye.
See you guys.